kid cough.
Oh my god, man.
I always have to start.
Yo, it's Gorilla Central out there. Get the fuck up. Juice heads everywhere.
I don't think that he's good for you. How do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion! Are you kidding me? I swear to God, don't be what are you throwing the thing on me. I'll hurt you.
Welcome to BoobTube.
Look at our BoobTube sign.
It's so cute.
Ah! We're real podcasters now. Gabby, how's your swig over there?
Amazing. Oh God, I just inhaled.
What's in your soda?
The Holy Spirit.
What's in yours, Liv?
Water. Yeah.
Girl, same.
Water.
We are doing.
Oh my God, holy water!
Holy
okay,
water.
We're good.
There we go. There we go.
Yes, holy water, holy water.
We are very religious today. We are basked in the light of the Lord.
Ready?
All right. Because we are doing the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives this week.
All right.
Right. So I just want to know, what do you guys know about Mormonism? What is your...
Well, let our lovely guest, Miss Liv, go first.
Yeah.
What I knew before is that they were a little bit...
Mormonism teaches that trillions of planets scattered throughout the cosmos are ruled by countless gods who once were human like us. They say that long ago on one of these planets, to an unidentified god and one of his goddess wives, a spirit child named Elohim was conceived.
A little bit crazy to think that Jesus was born in, fucking Utah of America. So a bit like,
Yes.
what's going on here? And then they had garments. I always confuse them with the Amish. I'm so sorry.
Jebediah feeds the chickens and Jacob plows. Fool.
No, it's...
Garments. I was like, I don't fucking know what that even means. Like, do you just wear fucking, like, shorts under your shirt?
What is this?
Whatever.
Essentially, they wear, like, big old boxer briefs. Like, I think some go down to just, like, kind of, like, above your knee. Just a little bit. And then they wear, like, a V-neck shirt. It's, like, all, like, see-through-ish. I don't know.
Would we classify it as, like, olden day Spanx, possibly?
Maybe.
To explain to people, our viewers, it could just be, Spanx.
Could be.
Sure.
Could be. It's Holy Spanx because it keeps
Holy
keeps the
Spanx!
Holy Spirit sucked in ya.
That's the spank
That's
right
a
there.
spank right there. Yes, Chyenne. What do you know about Mormonism?
The only thing I ever thought about Mormons, because I listened to a whole bunch of true crime, the first and only time that I was ever exposed to a Mormon, they killed their kids. So, yeah, I just thought
Jesus.
they were psychopaths and, yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. I have a weird fascination with Mormons.
Oh, do tell.
So, from my, basis, understanding is they are a very kind of new, more like Christianity. Well, they're Mormon, but they're also called the LDS church, and their ideas are kind of very foreign, I guess, because let me just go through some of the rules.
Okay.
No sex before marriage. And
I failed already.
Yeah, complete fidelity after marriage. So Latter-day Saints believe the family is essential to God's plan, so we don't do anything that could jeopardize that. Okay, sure. I mean, you know what? One half of that I kind of agree with. Don't cheat on your partner.
Yeah.
But no sex before marriage.
I fucked up.
Yeah.
I have 3 kids. And I'm not married, so.
Well, there you go.
Stay in school, kids.
Stay in school, kids. Make sure to wear that magical underwear. No alcohol or drugs.
I fucked up.
Yep, same. This is the one. No dishonesty. So they can't lie. So they're like little Abraham Lincolns going in because they can't lie.
I could never be a Mormon.
No, because, they say that they're like, they strive to, I guess, to have no dishonesty, but they, you know, we're gonna get into it, but all these ladies fucking lie all over. Oh yeah, all over the place.
Spinners.
This is the one that kind of caught me off guard when I first heard it. But donate 10% of your income to charity and the building up of the kingdom of God. So 10% of your income
goes to the church.
Goes to the church.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of government type shit is that?
Utah, I think, is very separate from the government because the long-ish history of Mormonism is, for the longest time, they did not get along with the American government. Like, they actually had, when they set up in Utah by Brigham Young, the next quote-unquote prophet after Joseph Smith was assassinated in a mob. So Brigham Young was like, okay, we are a Mormon nation. So anyone who steps into Utah who is not Mormon, we will get rid of them.
You know what this is giving?
What?
Gabby, Jesus Christ.
The Mormon Jesus.
Gabby wrote the Book of Mormon. That's what this is giving.
I mean, I went outside, an angel called Moroni.
The Nephites' records were supposedly written on golden plates and buried by Moroni.
So Mormon names are fucking insane, I do have to say. Moroni. And he came to me, like I said, I listened to a podcast about Mormonism. So it may seem like I know a lot about this stuff, but this is just coming from face value. But yeah, Moroni comes down, shows me golden plates that only I can see. No one else can see. Only I. And I have to look at them through like a little hat.
A hat?
Well, I think it's like a little like top hat or something, or it's like a little like sack thing that he looked into because he was the only one who could see it and no one else.
It's giving delusional. No wonder why these secret Lives of Mormon Wives ladies are delusional as well.
It's a little delulu, but it's going back to like the whole Utah and the government. It's like the way that they, I think, run their government is like fairly like, I mean, pull it up their editor if this is true or not, but I feel like a lot of it is probably interconnected. So maybe on paper they're like, oh,
I gotta cut your balls off now.
Huh? You're not ready to change faiths right now? We respect that.
they're quote unquote separate because the whole United States is supposed to be the separation of church and the state, but this isn't politics of New America,
no,
so
it's not.
I'm gonna
this is
move on.
boob tube.
This is boob tube. So anyways, in Utah, like, there's churches everywhere and grand temples, and it is insane, and I think a lot of that comes from people's 10%. So it doesn't matter if you're rich,
That's
or
insane.
middle income or lower income. If you're part of the Mormon church, you have to tithe 10%.
What happens if you don't, though?
You would probably be in a lot of trouble. I don't know if you're kicked out of the church.
I was gonna say, do you think they would maybe be shunned?
They would probably, like, I'm not sure if it's, like, sort of, like, the same shunning, like, say if you, like, were having premarital sex or were be LGBTQ plus or anything like that. I think it's more or less of, like, you're publicly shunned. Like, oh, they didn't give their tithing, so we're gonna separate themselves from us, like them from whatever. Like, they're no longer,
be petty
like,
and tell everyone they didn't pay their 10%.
Oh, for these fucking Mormons, like, the images of Mormons from, like, this TV show, they're all fucking petty.
Oh, and they talk a lot of shit.
They do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. That's all they do. So, moving on. Do you not view pornography? See, I think a lot of heavily Christian
Is
sex.
that not a loophole, though?
Why is that a loophole?
Just watch porn and then play with yourself? Then they're being abstinent?
No, because...
Is that not a loophole?
You would think, maybe. But I would have a feeling like you're still, like, committing sin. Which is, the sin is thou shalt not covet. And I have no idea what that means. So, just anyone in this room know what thou shalt not covet.
It's like when you want something, like in a greedy, nasty way.
So
Okay, we love our human thesaurus dictionaries.
So, my whole question is this.
So like that's why it's like, don't covet thy neighbor's wife. So if you're like,
what
your neighbor's wife. Also, I find it funny that you think Christians are allowed to jerk off. That's the wild.
Well, I mean, not specifically Christians, but like anyone.
I think the only sect that I think is at least allowed, quote unquote, to diddle themselves is the Anglicans, because they're like the chillest out of the quote unquote chillest. I went to an Anglican university. I mean, quote unquote, Anglican university. It's heavily influenced. Anyways, moving on. One more
Mormons.
thing. Mormons. The only thing I have to say is, thou shalt not covet. Why does that apply to adultery and not money? Like, thou shalt not covet all this cash. And, you know, that whole, like, thing of...
You need to bring it to the church.
You do. Okay.
You need to bring this to the church.
Yep.
I think you might be onto something.
I think we're way past that now. I think they're like, thou shalt not covet except for money.
Oh.
Except because we like to have our swig and we like to have our big old temples.
Oh yeah,
Let's
they're
swig.
Americans.
Let's
so.
swig to that, baby.
I have no more ice in mine because... All right. Again, moving on. There are more rules.
There are a lot of rules that we have to follow. No swearing, one piercing, no caffeine, no alcohol, no tattoos, your body's a temple.
We're not supposed to have sex before marriage, which, oops.
Have kids by the time you're 21, or in my case, at 16. A lot of the moms love the foundation of our church. Love, family, service.
You're trying to be an example of a higher way of living.
So, spoiler alert, these women don't do that.
No, none of that.
Like, all they do is swear.
Yep.
A
couple of them have tattoos.
They do. Couple of them do drink.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
They do ketamine. Which is weird.
Not the ketamine.
Not the ketamine.
Oh yeah.
So for those who are wondering, like our sweet video boy Dylan, ketamine is a fast-acting anesthetic used in medical or veterinary surgery. If misused, it can cause harmful and long-lasting effects. So ketamine. So I want to take a guess. I want people to guess what ketamine is also known as.
I already know.
Same.
Yeah.
Oh, we're fart smellers.
All right. Well,
horse tranquilizer.
Well, then tell me.
Horse tranquilizer.
No, I'm saying what it's also known as, like the street names.
Oh, Special K.
Yeah. Okay. We got Special K.
That's the one I know.
Okay. It's also known as Blind, Kit Kat.
Kit Kat?
Kit Kat.
Yeah.
Break me off a piece of that.
Break me off a piece of that
JK,
ketamine.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Unless you're Mormon and you go to ketamine therapy.
Yeah.
Vitamin K and cat tranquilizers, which
Cat?
I've always heard of it as a horse tranquilizer.
Yeah.
That's what I always thought of it as.
I've never heard anything else other than Special K. Interesting.
Yeah. So that's what these women do. They do ketamine as a loophole for
and laughing gas.
And laughing gas.
Yeah.
They do laughing gas, which is fucking hilarious because then you'll see.
Are so cool.
Casey is the most entertaining person to watch get Botox.
Like, I would low-key never get laughing gas or Botox, but I'll do it today just for fun.
I've never had laughing
Get high for
why not? Like, am I not gonna get high for free? Like, it's not against the rules.
In the LDS religion, we do not smoke, do not drink, but when this MomTok group gets Botox, they'll get laughing gas, and it's a party.
It's a party!
Right.
Like, honestly, do anything else.
Let's go.
It's insane.
We get high for free.
High off laughing gas.
High off laughing
my
gas.
gosh.
Right. So, There's one more thing I do have to mention. No gambling, which is going to come up.
Oh, yeah. So they've broken every single rule.
Yeah. They've broken... Yeah. Everyone
nice.
In the show has broken every single rule except for Michaela's husband, because I don't think there's a thought behind that man's head. And I think he's just there for Michaela. And you know what?
He probably was 16 when they had their baby too.
That's
so
probably
his
too.
whole life is like...
just probably revolving around her. And you know what? I love a male wife. Good on him, because I feel like she's just like raking in the TikTok money.
Okay.
And you know what? I love a male wife.
Let's go.
So The Secret Life of Mormon Wives is based off something called MomTok.
MomTok!
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. So the group began in January 22...
Take another sip of that?
Yep.
There we go. Okay.
So the group began in January 2022, where the Utah-based social media influencers, including Taylor Frankie Paul, she kind of deemed herself the creator of MomTok. Now, it might have been debated if it's just started Taylor Frankie Paul, but she's like the center of it all. So they decided to band together and tag their videos with MomTok. So what they wanted to do was to create something that was like empowering for women. And
we love that.
We love that. The only thing is the way that they act on this show, I feel like is not empowering. And when I say that, I'm not saying of like that gross, thing of being like, oh, if they show my skin, whatever, blah, 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 blah.
It's not that.
It's not that. It's the constant cattiness, the going behind their back,
the bitchiness,
the bitchiness,
the pettiness,
and the disregard of their like women's feelings and the way that they like talk about each other. Like they're not for the girls.
No,
they're for themselves.
Yeah, definitely.
Sisters are doing it for themselves, literally.
Yeah. Right. So we know what Mormonism now.
All right, another drink. Holy. It's early again, guys. Us in these early morning recordings.
I swear, there's going to be a compilation of me. I always flub my lines, and so I feel like there's going to be a compilation of me some of these days, and it's going to be like me, like 20 minutes of me just completely stumbling all over the place. So we're going to go with the OG MomTokers. So we have Taylor Frankie Paul. Now, she was the one who kind of like started MomTok, as I said, but she was the one who decided to expose the swinging scandal. Where...
So for those who don't know, what is swinging?
Oh.
Liv, you want to fill us in?
So from what I gauge, swinging is when, you're in a couple and you swap. And you kind of take turns and you do. They were talking about spin the bottle.
Yeah.
Playing fucking spin the bottle at that big age. But anyways, playing spin the bottle and fucking kissing each other like.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not my cup of tea, but
weird.
So, what I thought was in this, like soft swinging, I thought they were like just doing mouth stuff on each other's partners, but apparently that isn't true. What we've learned is they've so they had sex. It's like, so Taylor Frankie Paul and Miranda McWhorter, which is one of the OG MomTokers, but she left the group before season 1 was filmed, and then she came back. We don't get to see her till like season 2, when she came back. So with that, Taylor Frankie Paul and Miranda would not swap husbands. Well, you know what? Swap husbands in the sort of sense is that they would kiss the husbands, and then maybe one of them would have been blindfolded, and one of the husbands would kiss them, and then they would try to guess, and it would be okay, whatever.
Can you guess who it's a mystery?
Can you guess who it's a mystery? Does your person have a beard?
You're out of here.
all the husbands look the same.
They do.
They do.
I think
They
Zach is a
literally
weirdo, weird-looking man. As soon as he cut his hair, I was like,
Oh, the blonde?
yeah.
Oh my god, no. He's like a French fry. Oh my god, it's so scary. No.
Like ramen noodles.
Oh my god.
It's not good.
So I do have to say, Zach, I feel like with the haircut looks better than he did with that like stupid ramen hair.
Yeah.
When it was long.
But still.
It's still not a good look, bud. Anyways, so the soft swinging would be like, yes, they would kiss other people's partners, but they would have sex on the same bed with their own partners, which is, I guess, called I can't say this word. Parallel. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Play. And where they would have sex.
Parallel play?
Yeah. That apparently is what it's called.
Ew.
I mean, I could
Why
be wrong.
is there a fucking name for that? Like,
there's a name for anything freaky.
Holy shit.
So funny.
Yeah. That's what they were doing. They were having sex with their own partners in the same room, in the same bed, shower, whatever.
So are you not bumping into each other? Like, was this a king size?
Okay.
Did someone fall off the bed? Like, the shower? Like, I need to know, because I was confused.
Sure. If you message Taylor Frankie Paul, asking her to clear the air, she will tell you more. Because she brings up fucking everything.
I need details.
She loves to talk about
She
it.
loves to talk. I thought the swinging scandal would have been done by season 2. I thought it was just been them.
It's
moving
literally just
on.
the beginning.
It's just the fucking beginning. That's Taylor Frankie Paul. That's her whole swinging scandal. So because of that scandal, she decided to release it to the whole world during TikTok Live.
Taylor sent shockwaves through her following, announcing that she was getting a divorce.
We started having parties. Really wild things ended up on Reddit because of one of the moms from MomTok. My blood was boiling. I got on a TikTok Live, 50 to 60,000 people. We would have parties, and there was a group of us that were intimate with each other. It was more like orgies. The guys were like, whoa, like our wives just did that. It happened several times. I have made out with all of the husbands, and that's where things just kind of like blew up.
So the way that she made it sound is like she was making
sounds
out.
like all of them.
All of them.
Well, I made out with all of the husbands kind of sounds like, I'm making out with all of the husbands.
Yeah. So turns out, I guess she was not. It was just, I don't know the whole story. It keeps changing.
Yes.
So I needed Taylor Frankie Paul to do a polygraph test.
Yes.
And let's get to the bottom of this. It's going to be like a new true crime sort of deal where all three of us are going to get down to the bottom. Mm-hmm. This is going to be like, it's going to be like my Pepe Sylvia.
Who was the real swinger and who was involved?
Like, I'm going to have a cork board full of red string. So then, so Taylor Frankie Paul, she gets divorced from her husband. Because he said he caught feelings, or he actually just had a sex dream about. So it's all scrambled together. So
this
Taylor
is
Frankie
why it's
Paul,
very confusing.
Yeah, Taylor Frankie Paul divorces her husband, and Miranda McWhorter, her husband, apparently had a sex dream about Taylor Frankie Paul, and then Taylor Frankie Paul said that because of that, because of that sex dream, Miranda's husband was, I guess, in love with her in her mind. But so Miranda gets divorced too. So there is like a new relationship with Taylor with Dakota. Now this relationship,
oh my fuck,
it's toxic. It is very toxic.
He gives a really bad name to Dakotas. Just saying.
Yeah. It is, like, honestly the fucking worst
He's
thing.
a goober.
He is a goober. He is also really, really shitty towards her. And he honestly just makes me want to punch a hole in the wall.
He's like a Grant level. From Temptation Island, Grant. Do y'all remember
I feel
him?
like if you took, like, Grant and Ronnie together from... from
No, I'm over it already.
Jersey Shore, put them together. Have you watched Jersey Shore? Have you
I
watched?
haven't.
Okay.
No. I'm gonna get on it. No, I shouldn't have
Yeah.
said that. I shouldn't have admitted that.
I shouldn't have said that. It's okay.
that.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
We'll bring you over to the shula.
Yeah, we'll go to the shua. Okay.
Okay, back to these Mormon wives. Okay, Dakota is a piece of shit. We hate him.
So
Ronnie and Grant together,
Yeah.
you get a fucking Dakota.
No?
Or truck, I should say. Look at that stupid truck. It is obnoxiously large, and there's no way this guy is working
My
a
goal is
construction
always
job.
to be with Taylor.
Skinny jeans though, like you're 31. Bruh. Skinny
Not
jeans
reading
is
from the-
crazy. No.
Little dick energy.
Yeah, little penis energy. And so the whole, I guess, sort of conflict between Taylor, Frankie Paul, yes, sorry, and Dakota is, so Dakota, apparently while he was hooking up with Taylor, he was also hooking up with another woman. But
He's a sinner.
he is a big ol' sinner, and I
Piece of shit.
feel like with Dakota, at first I was like, he gets kind of a bad rap, especially from Taylor's mom, which I hate Taylor's mom. Taylor's mom is like such a judgmental and fucking.
She's a gaslighter.
She is.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Dylan.
It's not an episode unless Dylan drops something.
Stop!
I've got a tight space, guys.
Stop dropping it. I'm gonna go full on like.
Dakota has an addiction.
Okay, that doesn't define who he is as a person. So Dakota, he has a pretty crazy backstory. He's a recovering addict. I mean, he almost died from fentanyl.
See, that doesn't make him a bad person.
No, not
for
at all.
being an addict. Addiction is an awful thing that affects a lot of people. Now, what does make him a bad person is his constant gaslighting.
Right, and that's why we will
And-
make fun of you until the day we die.
I will clock that hairline for the longest time because he always has a hat on until the times when in season 2 where he has the hat off for confessionals. And you can see he's thinning a little bit at the top.
And you're 31, bro. You're probably 33 by now because this, I'm sure
Yeah.
it was like 2 years ago, but still.
Yeah.
You're young.
So-
okay, I can't talk shit though because I'm actually starting to lose my hair. And I just turned 31, so.
Oh, well,
Shit.
I'm stapling all my hair back.
Let's
to
go
my
to
head.
Turkey!
Let's all go to, let's get the Elon Musk special.
Let's go!
Right. So, anyways, that's Taylor and Dakota. We're gonna see more of them later. So Taylor gets pregnant by him, and
Twice though. You would
Twice.
think after the
Girl!
first time, you would have been like, maybe this was a sign from God, maybe not.
Yeah.
And then you go back and do it again.
Yeah.
And you're fucking confused.
So-
when he fucking cheats on you.
Wild. Diabolical.
Let's actually. So this is what I don't like Taylor for a lot of reasons. She gets in a lot of shit, and I feel like she continuously brings up stuff. She gets on my nerves, and like the biggest thing is for me is
She gets on my nerves.
she really does. Like Taylor, honey,
Chill, babe.
Chill. Just get your life together. But we're gonna play clip 8 because this is like a serious sort of like. This is also why, before we do, I have to say, filming stopped for like a good 8 months because of Miss Taylor got arrested.
911, what is the city and address of your emergency?
There's like domestic violence. Like somebody is screaming, like, get off me. There is a woman screaming. There's like the garage door keeps opening and shutting. It sounds like she's trying to get out.
Okay.
I don't know if the kids are there right now because I think she shares time with her ex-husband.
Yeah. So that was a 911 call. I'm not going to show like the whole clips that they have like on the actual television show. If you want to watch it, go watch it. but yeah, it's such a shitty situation because like she goes like, this is towards the end of the episode. No, I don't know how they edited this, but I think it made it seem like she found out she was pregnant, but she might have had an ectopic pregnancy. But I don't know the whole timeline because it seems like once she got arrested, she was still pregnant, but she was also drinking at the same time.
It was very much giving roller coaster ride. Don't know where it's gonna stop or go.
Yeah, and it's just like their whole situation is toxic. So it's just a bad situation.
I thought we stepped away from Sammy and Ronnie. Come on, what is going on?
I feel like Sammy and Ronnie were like worse.
Oh, I agree 150%.
Because
yeah.
So,
but like, what's with all these freaking toxic, gross, insane reality TV couples? Jesus Christ.
It's probably like producers.
Like, people need to go watch TV and be like, oh, I don't want that to be my relationship. And then learn from things.
Yeah. I'm sure a lot of people...
If it's on TV, it has to be true, guys. So, like, go watch it. God.
Listen to Chyenne. Everything on TV is true.
Duh. Just like if it's on the internet, it's real.
So
my mom will tell you that.
Obviously. Right. So I think we've been on Taylor Frankie Paul for a long time. So let's move on before we go to break to Whitney Leavitt.
Oh my
God.
I fucking hate her.
I don't like
Whitney.
Fucking God.
The one that I do have to say I do not like Whitney, but I feel like she is the best dressed in my opinion.
I wasn't even worried about their outfits. Her fucking voice.
I know.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know.
I know, and it's hilarious.
No.
I like that she cut out all of her bad hair extensions, though.
That's true.
I like that.
That's true. I do like the bob. The bob is really cute.
I do like the bob.
I think hate her though.
She's the worst. So how about we just pull up clip 12 to see how Whitney has LDS values.
Being a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, I have values and standards that I'm choosing to uphold by. I feel like me, Jen, and Macy are the most devout out of the whole group. And others who drink alcohol once in a while, two polar opposites there.
So I have a feeling like she doesn't drink, she doesn't do drugs, she's faithful to her man, all that stuff. But I feel like the don't be dishonest one, she just does all the time.
No, literally. And like, who was dishonest with her? Her fucking husband. When he was on, what was it, Tinder?
Tinder, not fucking other girls, just talking to them and sending nudes. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why you went to Hawaii. Get the fuck.
Thank you.
Get the fuck.
Get fucked.
It's because, like, why they went to Hawaii, but it's also probably, like, because Taylor's like, oh, they went to Hawaii because I bring up the swinging scandal.
You okay.
You okay. I think it's probably just for her husband to do, like, maybe, like, a fidelity sort of sanctuary. I don't know, man.
But she started off so good, though.
She
like,
did.
in the first episode, I was like, wow.
Yes.
Like, she's speaking wisdom to Taylor, like that. And then she fucking started opening her mouth, and I was like, oh, no.
Yeah, and she kept going and going and going. You're like, okay, bitch.
And I'm like, okay, you just dug. No.
You're done.
You're done.
That's done. That's not the worst thing that she's done, in my opinion. The worst thing. So we're gonna talk more about Whitney in a second, but I feel like we should leave it with clip 22, where we have her do a TikTok dance next to her very sick child.
Oh my God, I remember I saw her on TikTok.
Yeah.
And I was like, who the fuck would do that? Like, what the hell? And when I seen it on the show, I was like, this all makes sense. This all makes sense.
Honestly,
because you're a psychopath. Okay, cool.
Right. Okay, so let's roll the clip, and then we will be back after these messages.
Made a video. In that video, people felt that I was using my child's sickness for clout and for attention.
You are.
Everyone was so quick to forgive Taylor online for swinging. And then I just feel like I still get shredded to pieces almost every single video.
For good reason.
Swapping husbands or kissing other women or dancing next to your sick child in hospital. Y'all right. Figure out what you think. And we'll come back after the break.
Yeah, let's save it for after the break.
Producer Hannah here. Currently, the space is not in use. If you would like to hear your ad here at the beginning or at the end of the show, you can contact us at hauntedmouseproductions@gmail.com. Back to the show.
You just threw it at me, so it's getting...
Sorry.
Wait, it's smelling.
Wait, what?
Fruity Pebbles, freaking Whitney.
Wait, I don't get it. Okay, I know what you're talking about now. I'm dead.
So what a bitch.
He hates it. I didn't send out 80 texts talking about the intention behind the night. That's fine. It's fine, Whit.
So,
what was the night?
So it was the Galentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to show that clip of Whitney after watching her dance in front of her very sick child. To really drive home that Whitney is a mean girl.
She is mean.
She's so mean.
Like, way past Regina George mean.
Yes.
Mean.
So with Whitney, it was Demi's Galentine's Day, and Demi told... whatever.
Gabby is not well with pronouncing names.
No, I'm not.
You'll learn that very quick. It is Demi.
It's Demi, but...
There we go.
You know what? It's fine. Demi is awful in the end, but... So, with Demi, she told the group a very intimate story between her and her geriatric husband,
her 90-year-old
Brett.
She's her 90-year-old husband.
So with Demi, she is married to her husband Brett, who's 46, and she's 26-ish.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay, girl.
Whatever. But
whatever floats your goats.
Whatever floats your boats, I guess. But
no, your goats.
Oh, whatever. I don't care right now. I'm talking...
He's old.
He's old.
And she's not.
No. So apparently she told him that Brett said that her nether regions tasted like fruity pebbles, which is... Scrum-diddly-umptious.
I'm a rapping detective on an inside case. There's a dude who wants your pebbles because he loves the taste. He loves the taste.
Whatever. But, so Whitney thought it would be funny to bring a whole box of Fruity Pebbles as a joke, saying, haha, remember when Brett said that your pussy tastes like Fruity Pebbles? Here you go. You know what? Without the context, I thought that'd be really fucking funny. But I can understand why Demi got really upset, because she's probably this was a private moment that I talked to without the cameras being present. And
that's what makes it a little bit different, because fair, if
there was no cameras.
Your life is literally on a television show.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But if you try to, separate yourself a little bit,
yes,
then people should respect that. And I respect that, so.
Yeah. I'm not going to say, Chyenne had told me, so this very private sexual thing. I'm like, hey, Robert said that your vagina tasted like Captain Crunch.
Not the Captain Crunch!
Oh my god.
That was me crunching.
Throw her a bone and give her crunch berry.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
To get that great taste in Crunchberry cereal, there grow the sweetest, juiciest Crunch Power locks their sweet taste in, so it's tough to sog out.
What a cereal!
Josh is a girl's girl, if nobody knew that by now.
Oh, yeah. Right. So that was Whitney. We know she's a mean girl. So with Whitney, she got a lot of backlash for the NICU dance because her child had a very very bad sickness. They brought him to the hospital, and they're just she was like, he was doing better, but I thought to make it happy, I would do a happy dance. And the way she was she started it, and then she goes down and she kisses the top of her kid's head, and then she just fucking
Break it down, good. We need to do. All right, let's all do our little dance right quick.
Liv is I'm not. I'm not here.
Sprinkler. Under the sea.
Yeah, so that was Whitney.
Wild.
Wild. So she leaves the group after a bunch of fights. You know, they go.
That she causes.
She causes a lot of them. But she goes and so they all went. The biggest fight that there was, they were at a, I want to say like a retreat, like a girls' retreat, in this very nice condo-esque Airbnb where it has like a jacuzzi pool. But anyways, so they go and they have fun, I guess, but Demi brings out a truth box.
Not the truth box.
Not the truth box. So
I'm bringing the truth box next episode. I hope y'all are ready.
I cannot do that. There's actually a board game called Stir the Pot, and it is honestly like the worst thing because they'll ask you questions and then it's like the truth box.
Interesting.
You admit something, or you would say this person is like this, and then sometimes it could be very hurtful, and it made me cry.
Gabby is a fugly slut. Do not trust her.
Ouch.
That goes
XOXO Gossip Girl.
That goes in the burn book.
Goes in the burn book.
Read it and weep.
Oh my god.
But the thing about that, like, truth is it was personalized. I thought that it was just like a card game and stuff. No, that was fucking personalized for each person, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
These bitches are unhinged.
They are very unhinged, and I swear I will get through them. But first, let's bring up the whole dynamic that happens when they play something like this, and when they get together and they're like, wow. They are not good friends.
You didn't confront me first, and I feel like now you're like notorious for doing this for a lot of people, like calling Taylor white trash. When
Whitney is
told me
the
that
smirk.
Demi said I was too Mormon for her. She also told me that Demi called Taylor white trash.
Demi called Taylor white trash.
Ugh. Demi called Taylor white trash.
That is insane.
Oh my god.
Okay, guys, I don't want to play anymore.
That, like, even, like, now in hindsight, watching that back with Jen,
yeah,
I'm like, oh my gosh, you were a part of the problem too. Like,
everyone.
It's all of them.
Everyone. No one is
innocent.
safe.
No one is innocent. No.
Nope. So moving on. We have Macy Neely.
I like Macy.
Yeah, Macy.
I think she's a real ass bitch.
I think so too. She's just kind of been like the mediator of the group.
Yeah.
So because she's like that bridge between Whitney and MomTok.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we do know that she is a boss ass bitch because she has her own company called
she does.
Baby Mama.
If she your baby mama, she gonna be your baby mama. Work. She gonna put it on. Yeah. Okay. Back to reality.
Yep. Back to reality. That's all she kind of is. Like, she has like this big, like reveal at the end of the season where she's like this company launch, and she's doing well. I feel like she has like one of the most stable relationships.
Yes.
Because her partner is just like, when they went to Chippendales, they're like, oh.
You don't hear any of the bullshit. Okay.
No.
Speaking of Chippendales.
Oh.
Let me make a call right now.
So before you do that.
Okay.
Let's see what the Chippendales are. So the Chippendales is when the MomTok goes to Las Vegas, as Jessie is she decided to host Layla's birthday in Las Vegas at a nice Airbnb and surprises the girls with Chippendales.
A literal surprise.
Yeah, which two of the husbands, Jen's husband, troglodyte of a partner, Zach Affleck, and Dakota go because they're like, they don't want to leave.
We don't want to leave our
psychotic.
wives. Literally.
Yeah, literally.
Controlling.
All right, let's play clip 32 with the Chippendales, and then Chyenne will
I'm making a call.
Then she's making a call.
So since it's Layla's birthday weekend and she is recently single and ready to mingle, I thought it would be really fun to get her the VIP package where we go backstage, we get to meet the boys before, and just kind of like loosen up before the show starts.
Loosen up. Okay, one sec, ladies. I'm making a call.
All right. So while you're making that call, I'm just going to move on to Michaela Matthews.
Okay.
So Michaela Matthews, I started to really like her in season 2. She was really, really catty still, but I just kind of warmed up to her.
Oh my gosh, hi. Okay, one sec. I'm putting you on speaker.
All right.
Hi, baby.
Hi.
Okay, I have a quick question for you.
Yeah.
If I went on a girls' weekend to Las Vegas and I was surprised with Chippendales, would you be pissed at me and like threaten our relationship and say you're gonna take the kids and, you know, just be like crazy insane?
No, I'd probably just laugh at you.
Why?
Because strippers are silly.
Okay, but you wouldn't leave me? Even if I did a meet and greet with them?
No, as long as you didn't touch any wieners.
Perfect. Okay, babe, thanks. Love you.
Yep, love you.
Bye.
Aw,
Y'all hear to
that's
hear first.
Sweet.
Just don't touch wieners. You can go see male strippers.
See, that was a nice reaction.
Don't touch the wieners.
That is a nice reaction. Let's pull up clip 34 so we can see what's a not nice reaction.
I thought this girls' trip would be drama-free, and if there was drama, maybe it would be between the girls, but somehow the drama is now with the husband.
I literally have tears in my eyes because that is so sad.
That is.
That's so sad.
Meanwhile, he was gambling.
He was.
Meanwhile, he was gambling.
He was.
When he was on the fucking phone with her.
So,
like, no.
That was Jen Affleck. Season 2, it was actually... So, season 1, she was like, we're like, he's like Zach's second cousins to Ben Affleck. And then there's a scene in season 2 where he was like, you know, that's not true, right? Like, we're not second cousins. And
he's gonna kill me for this.
Yeah. And so apparently that's not true anymore. So
after she told the whole fucking world.
Yes. I just imagine like Ben Affleck sitting at home drinking a Dunkin' Donuts, just like being like, I don't know.
Are we cousins? Let me go to Ancestry.
Let's go to Ancestry.com.
Let's check the tree.
Let's just check that tree. Let's check that Bostonian tree.
Oh my God.
So yes.
I felt so bad for Jen in that moment. I felt so bad.
Biggest thing about Jen and Zach's relationship is that Zach is actually a sociopath.
Literally.
He, like, I don't think I've ever... I mean, sure, I guess, but, like, I don't know what I was thinking, but he's such a dick because, like, he will go and say, like, oh, like, it's against our marriage for you to go see... It's a show. You're not actually touching them. It's like strippers. You're not touching them.
Just don't touch the weens, people.
Yeah, don't touch the strippers. Number 1 rule. Don't touch strippers.
Period. Male, female, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Don't touch them.
No. Non-binary, don't touch them.
Don't touch.
No touching. No touching. So he got mad at her for doing that. But then he goes and he gambles, which is against one of the big rules of Mormonism.
Did you donate your 10%, Zach, to the church?
Did you donate? Did you donate though? But did you donate though?
Yeah, he donated with her money.
He did.
She's fucking paying for his medical school, and meanwhile he's bitching at her like, oh. See, one thing about me, shut the fuck up. Cause watch me take this money.
Let's go, Liv.
Fuck the
bullshit.
Get your rich ass parents to pay for your school. Why the fuck is she paying for his school?
So, yes, but apparently,
oh my God,
season 2, he said that was a lie. I call bullshit. That is I guarantee, because he was so fucking giddy to go gambling in Las Vegas, that he was like, oh, I didn't gamble away my tuition. I didn't gamble. Blah, 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 blah. No, he did.
He did.
He
Period.
Did. He did.
I believe that he did, because she's like, she looked shocked. She was like, it was a lie? Like, we should have talked about this before we got on camera.
No, for real. Okay. For real.
Cool.
So, this whole dynamic in the group, like, it's like a big fuel for a lot of the fights in season 2. And it's so uncomfortable. This is like a lot of contention for like both Jen and Zach. And I'm gonna actually pull up a season 2 clip where Zach says he's done, because it's like, it seems like it snowballs because there's a Halloween party put on by Jessie, one of the other Mormon moms, which I will talk about soon.
We'll get there, guys.
We'll get there. I promise you. There's just so much shit that happens. Like,
you know how we work, anyways.
I swear to JS, not JC, but JS, Joseph Smith.
I thought Jersey Shore. Anyways,
I swear on Jersey Shore. So let's go to clip 60 where Zach is done, because he is this causes like this huge break. Woof. Woof.
It felt like Chippendales all over again, just like you being
Jen.
I'm not to the
I'm
not to the extent.
Hold on.
No, not to the not
Tony.
You just listen to me. Real
like
quick.
literally, shut the fuck up and let me speak.
Not to the extent. Obviously, you're frustrated about the whole thing, and you're frustrated about.
Not at you, at Jesse and to me, because
Yes.
they're not good friends.
I know, but I wish you wouldn't put that frustration on me, and you would ask me how I'm feeling, than like how you're feeling.
Jesse and Demi, because they're not good friends.
You're not a good husband.
No. So no one is good in this situation.
Oh my god.
No one is good.
Like, ew.
So Jen, towards the end of season 2, she takes a break for her mental health, which is good for her.
Yes.
Good for her. I don't know if she's going to be back for season 3, but I wish well wishes, especially when you're with that human Q-tip.
Because you are literally the sweetest, cutest freaking human, Jen.
And he, you know what? Just fucking look at him.
You just need to throw the Q-tip in the gar. Let's do the Q-tip dance. Throw it away.
And she's pregnant too?
She's pregnant too. She's pregnant for...
Okay, what is the... Why do these fucking Mormons keep getting pregnant?
Because they don't
by
believe...
shitty baby daddies. Like...
Because they have this thing... They have this thing...
God.
It's called choose the right. They can't really date and like build these lasting relationships, because when it comes with lasting relationships, you build a physical connection, and they can't do that because it's against
marriage.
I know, yeah.
They should have just gotten arranged.
I think a lot of it is like, oh, we've been like holding hands for the past 2 months. So honestly,
let's just pop a baby.
Let's just pop a baby.
Fuck
so
yeah.
these Mormons are so fucking repressed, and I'm sorry if I'm offending Mormons, but I'm gonna say it. There's so much repression in that fucking society, where it's just like, I cannot have sex, and I cannot like experiment or do anything that will help me grow as a person and really adapt my sexuality healthily.
Healthily.
I'm sorry. Healthy. In a healthy way. So it's just like, oh shit. I met this person. I'm attracted to them. So where you get engaged? Well, we're at BYU. Which is Brigham Young University. And so because we're engaged, we can finally like do because we're going to get married.
Wow.
And then that's when they meet these people for like 2 months, a month.
Now it all makes sense.
Because they're fucking horn dogs.
Yeah.
They fucking can't fuck. So they're like, well, I might as well put a ring on it because I'm really trying to hit that.
Exactly.
They do.
Like, this is what they do. And then they have fucking shitty baby daddies. And it's like, you know what?
And that's why Zach be getting mad that they went to the strippers, because if she went and had her meet and greet, oh my God, they met. She's going to be fucking them in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Even though he's like fucking gambling away his medical tuition.
I'll give you $2,500 for an allowance. Like, nah.
I don't even.
Like, what the
so,
you don't have $2,500 to gamble? Oh my God, buddy.
What a
I
sin.
know.
What are you doing?
So, Dylan, as our resident sports gambler,
What? Me?
buddy, you put money on fights.
Curling?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go on.
So, when would you cross the line? So you have $2,500 to gamble with.
Yeah.
When would you cross the line and saying I know when to show them, I know when to fold them.
Know when to walk away.
Know when to run.
I've never gambled in person, so it's hard to say.
Never gambled in person?
Well,
Yeah.
It's the online gambling. I don't know. You get such a high from it, and you want to chase. It's hard. It's a bad addiction to have. Gambling.
Oh.
It's scary.
It is.
You
So
don't
gambling
know
can be addiction, and if Zach has that as an addiction, I hope him the best with that. But also, he's a bit of a bitch. He is a bitch. I'm gonna say it. I'm sorry.
He's a fucking Q-tip. We already said this.
Exactly.
Like, he is a bitch.
Yeah. So that was Jen Affleck. I'm gonna move on from them because it's continuous. It's getting tiring. So then we've got Michaela Matthews, which is when I was about to say before lovely Robert picked up the phone. So Michaela, she's grown on me because she has like a autoimmune disease, and she's dealing a lot with a lot of skin issues, and as someone who has like eczema and dermatitis, like I can kind of relate. So I'm like,
heard that.
Yeah, so I can kind of relate.
Cheers
with
to
that.
all the dry squin. Whoa. It's my turn now. Okay. Cheers to all the dry skin girlies.
And so, and it's been revealed that Michaela has been through a lot of trauma in her life, and that kind of like made me like really soften towards her, because at first I was like, oh, she's being really shady, but then I come to realize she's being shady because this is her found family, and she's very protective of it. So
I love her.
Yeah.
I think she's the cutest, sweetest little thing.
And her husband, let's just go quickly. So when
Don't pick on him too much.
I love him.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but I love him so much. He is literally like, there is a clip. I slowed this down and so much because it was like
Y'all
a
aren't
fraction
ready.
of a second where you have this man, Michaela's husband. I'm sorry, I'm blanking on your name.
I can't remember his name
But
either.
all these men mixed together. But I know it's him because I've seen him with like this blank like expression on his face. Not a thought behind those eyes. Perfect man. Perfect male wife.
You want me to slow it down even more?
If you can.
Yeah, I can, yeah.
Let's go to clip 46.
Yeah.
I'm doing the blank stare with him.
Look, not a thought behind the eyes.
Ketamine. Oh my god.
Put the bird book in hand.
I love this guy. Honestly, to me, like, he seems like the least problematic husband.
That's why I said you need to be nice.
Yeah, he seems like the
because
least.
we love him.
We do. He like there's a scene where Michaela is revealing some very traumatic things, and he's there like right beside her, rubbing her back, but also having the very blank stare on his face. Like, this man has no emotion, but we love him, and cheers to you, bud. Cheers to you. Cheers to you.
Congratulations, Michaela.
Staying in your own lane, not doing anything.
Not being a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Or a bitch or a Q-tip.
Yeah, he's just there for a
We
good
love you,
time.
King.
We love you, Kate. Snaps for this king. Yes. So when watching this, is one thing that made me like really uneasy is when Michaela, she's, like I said, she went through some very heavy trauma in her life, so she decided to go to therapy, which is good for her. Which I feel like a lot of these women should be going to therapy.
They all do therapy.
Yeah, next season, all therapy. And not just talking, airing out their grievances and not actually listening to each
Or
other.
ketamine therapy.
Or doing ketamine therapy.
Like real
actual
therapy.
therapy that they work through and talked to with a professional. Now, I don't know if this woman is a professional because she lit a camera into the whole therapy session. So we're going to play clip 64. It's not going to spell like a lot of stuff, but they've already recorded it. Anyways.
What's going on? So what are you thinking that you want to focus on today?
Maybe retouch on some trauma.
Okay, yeah.
So, yes. Natasha, honey, what are you doing? I would feel like this is such a big HIPAA violation. Like,
Queen.
They hired her. She's an actress.
Period.
I can imagine.
She's trying to keep the gig.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about today?
Yeah, she's a daily. She's you know, she's like trying to get that $50 coupon to swig.
Right? She's trying to get out of her 10% donation, bro.
Yeah, she's trying to make up that 10%.
Yes, it's community service.
Yeah,
It's giving community service.
Yeah. So, you know what? Good for Michaela. Snaps for Michaela going to therapy. We're gonna go to the next one. So, Layla, she's
a baby.
She has a baby.
Oh my
She's like
gosh.
23.
Yeah.
And she's
married,
divorced now.
Then divorced, and has 2 kids.
Has 2 kids by 23.
Like, whoa.
Whoa.
I can't say anything. I had 3 kids by 23.
Well,
I'm not married or divorced though, so.
You know what? If props to women who could have kids. So, I was playing tabletop role-playing games when I was like 23. I was still living at home, like spending my money on 6-packs. Like, I don't think I would be a very good parent.
Isn't that what you do now?
Oh my god, called out. I swear I didn't spend all my money on 6-packs.
Shit. I
spent
was living at home at 23 too. I was. And then I had a 3rd kid and I had to move because there was no more room.
Ooh, yeah, I mean, 3 kids.
We were out.
But you know what? Good on Layla. I feel like Layla is unfortunately like, she is like that sort of person. Like she's like in the group, but she's like not actually a whole part of the group. Yeah. And it's something that she feels like in the actual Mormon community, because unfortunately Mormonism doesn't have a great track record when it comes to incorporating people of color into their church. Now, I want people to take a guess of what year the Mormon Church allowed people of color to join the temple.
I'm going to say 2018.
No.
2007.
1978, but that's still.
I had no faith in them. I'm not.
That's true.
But
I tell you,
I gave them 7 years.
Very good guesses, because it's still it's the church is still accused of like perpetuating implicit racism by not apologizing, acknowledging, or adequately counteracting the effects of its past beliefs.
Oh, great.
Yeah, they used to think that if you weren't white, you weren't going to heaven.
Yeah.
So everyone else, you're going down under.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for you.
Yeah. With Mormonism, they have this deal that people of color, especially African Americans, were, they were sort of cursed, I guess, by the Mormon God,
an Elohim,
because of some transgression, because it's a really shitty thing.
It's
that
ick.
Yeah, and it's like, I have a feeling, so with Mormonism, it's like a evolving religion, but not for the right reasons. It's like we allow these people in because we can get more money. So I have a feeling that with the Mormonism, it's like it's not coming from the right place. I was thinking of like, because I mean,
As
with
long
some
as you
religion,
give your 10%, you're allowed into the church.
yeah, because I feel like the good reason of religion should be accessible for everybody. Religion should be a place where people can grow as a community, not depending on skin color, sexuality, like economic status. But unfortunately, with the Mormon Church, as we see, that is not the case.
Gross.
Yes. So I feel like with Layla, she had that reservations, and what I want to see more, I want to see more of Layla. 'Cause she's she looks like a bubbly person.
She got her titties done too.
She did.
Come on,
I
queen.
said, oh my god.
Yes. Everybody gets plastic surgery in the Mormon Church because that's how they do laughing gas.
They get high for free.
Yeah, they get high.
They pay for their Botox.
They pay for their Botox. I mean, free Botox if you join our religion. But yeah, I want to see more of her. But she does have a great moment. So when it was during the Halloween party, Chase, I think his name is, Miranda's ex-husband, he's causing problems. Well, Taylor and him and Dakota are causing problems, and they're yelling, screaming at each other. And so when Chase goes to leave, I guess, go after his then girlfriend Kate, who doesn't deserve any of this
at all.
But she was talking about, I fucking hate him. And I was like, so why did you fucking bring him here?
I hope that this is maybe she might have put that on for the camera, but a part of me was just maybe this is just her first time experiencing that side of him.
It can't be, though.
Yeah.
It can't be.
Yeah.
There's no way that that's the first time. Because people are way worse when the cameras are not on. So imagine the shit he was saying when the cameras weren't on. No.
Yeah. So we're going to play clip 49 where Layla has this just chef's kiss. What she says to him.
No, this is not fun.
This is why you fucking showed up.
I would consider my stay here extremely relevant. Where'd Kate go?
She doesn't want to be fucking around you right now.
Where's your date? Doesn't
Right
seem like
there?
he does either.
Really? Go talk shit on your podcast, Chase.
Don't make fun of my podcast.
It's fucking lame.
Don't make fun of my podcast.
You know this guy has he's holding the fish in his Tinder bio. And he's just I like fishing. I like Hailey Bieber.
I like fishing.
I like fishing. I like
just fish emoji.
Just fish emoji.
Fish emoji.
Yes. So that Halloween party was unreal.
It made me super uncomfy.
Yes.
Yeah, it was not pleasant.
Yeah.
And I blame Jessie.
Jessie? I wanted to put
Jessie. Yeah. She's progressively gotten worse.
She's literally the
so
instigator.
Nice. I was like, oh my god. So she's like, yes. So let's invite problematic ex-husband of Miranda, who's also not friends with Taylor.
Yeah.
But also Chase and Taylor had a thing, but also Layla and Chase had a thing.
Yeah.
And let's bring fucking crazy Dakota in there and just see what happens.
Let's make great TV.
Let's get to the bottom of this.
Also,
let's get to the bottom of this.
Let's do quote unquote exposure therapy for Zach and Jen with the quote unquote Chippendale dancers, which was just Brett and Jesse's husband Jordan, which had the rhythm of a sea, like a fish, just flapping on the deck or something. So Jesse, a lot's coming out about Jesse, but let's go to clip 4 where we see her with her hair business.
Had a billboard for my company. People are talking about how they think it says jizz. I can't. And if you drive past this billboard and that's your first thought, again, your mind's in the gutter, you gotta get right, because that is not what this is about.
I thought it said jizz hair too.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
In my mind, Okay, maybe my mind is in the gutter. But anyways,
Yeah.
if you glance at it quick, it says Jay-Z, and what do you think?
Jizz.
Jizz.
Yeah. Yeah. Unless you're, like, not dirty heathens like Chyenne and I.
Oh.
No, but I feel like she is, though. Because we've seen
Yeah.
fucking Jessie. She's the one who was sneaking liquor in.
Yes.
Doing all that shit. Like, you definitely made that Jay-Z so people would think it was Jizz, so you can make a TikTok. Be like, it's not Jizz.
It's not Jizz. I swear it's not Jizz.
Like,
It's smart. It got people talking.
It did. And honestly, like, it is just, she just got on my nerves so fucking much. And the whole, so for context, both Jessie and Demi, not Demi, but Demi, I've said it
Good
right.
job, Gabby. We had a whole entire break, and she even came back and said it right.
Ooh, said it right. So they've been having issues with Zach because, you know, he's a dick. But then as soon as, like, Zach and Jessie and Demi get together, they're like, oh, it's actually Jen who's doing all this. She's actually, like, you know, causing, like, she's a liar. She's saying this, she's saying that. And so that also caused a rift, and then causes them to have a fight between all of them the day of the Halloween party. And so it's probably intentional. I'm sure as soon as after that fight, Jessie just automatically, like, went and grabbed that the dress that J-Lo once wore, because as we said,
It's my moment.
yeah, Jen has always said that Zach is related to Ben Affleck, but in truth, no. And it's just like a lot of, I feel like Jessie is just really soaking in this fame. So let's go to clip 54, which is, I find, a very hilarious moment because the cops were called because of all the screaming.
Have you watched Secret Lives of Mormon Wives? Okay, like that would be the best way to describe it.
Like there's gonna be any retaliation?
No, these two were the problem and they left, so we're good now. Okay, thank you guys. I'm so sorry. Thank you.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? Have you ever listened to BoobTube podcast?
No.
The minute I get arrested. Get off.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I love how you say that's like a definite thing that I am going to get arrested for. Place your bets when I'm getting
The
arrested
shoe fits
for.
bowl in it.
Yep.
Dylan, put your money on Gabby.
Yep.
You'll win.
For the win. Something tells me I'm going to be like Snooki when she gets arrested on the beach. So Snooki gets arrested.
I did see that.
You did see that?
Yeah.
Nice.
Where's the beach?
Where's the beach?
As she's running along the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen
She
that.
couldn't figure out how to get onto the beach. God
No.
bless her.
God bless her.
She's another one though, Jessie, who got all the plastic surgery.
Oh my God,
Got her
she looks
yoni
so
done.
good.
She's
She
on
did.
on the camera showing her
Like,
yoni.
come
I
on.
said, oh wow. You
No,
guys are
do you know
so
how
good.
bad I wanted to see her vagina in that moment though? Because I would
did.
love to see how you did.
No, I said I would. Like.
Oh, I thought you said where did you find it and send it to me. I want to see what this freaking plasty would look like.
You know what?
I was literally intrigued, and
You know what? Good for her. Good for her for, you know,
Good for her.
doing whatever she wants with her body. It does look like she got hit in the face with a shovel. I'm sorry, that's a
Yeah.
little mean.
she
Just
was
a
so
little
pretty
bit.
in the first season.
Yeah.
I
But,
mean,
you
it's super
It's the lip filler. It's just
full.
Yeah.
just
and-
giving this and
yeah. But you know what?
chipmunk face. Holy.
You know, do what you want with your body. You know, she looks fine, but anyways. So,
Oh, Jen.
The yoni
Jen.
was funny. Meat curtains, she said.
Not the
Yeah,
meat
not the
curtains.
meat
Meat
curtains.
curtains.
And she has a moment where, to celebrate her upcoming surgery, where she has the ladies come over for mocktails and
Yeah.
to also paint what their vagina looks like. So let's roll clip
I
26.
was gonna say, please tell me, clip me.
Is another vulva.
It's definitely your time of the month in this one.
She's cute, but she does what she's supposed to do, you know?
She's very cute. She looks really good.
Stragina.
You've all seen her a time or two before, so this should look
That looks so small.
What, did we? No, literally. Oh my god. Candy.
No!
Weird.
Power of the pussy.
Power of the pussy!
I love it. I mean, but the thing is, like, they say to be Mormons, and like Mormons are very like, I guess they're supposed to be chaste. They're supposed to be like God-following people, but they're constantly like being like, oh, like talking about sex, using the F word, everything like that. We'll say fuck, shit, piss,
bitch, pussy,
word. Yeah.
Fucking, oh my god, everything.
Everything. Let's do ketamine. Yeah, so it's just
the
like
ketamine for me.
It is
I'm
the ketamine.
Sorry, it's the ketamine for me.
It's the
bro.
hashtag ketamine for me.
Oh my god.
And I don't even. Yeah, it's insane. But let's go to Miranda McWhorter. So Miranda, like I said, she's one of the very OG mom talkers, but she left before season 1 started, and
now she's coming back.
Now she's coming back because she wants that money. And you know what?
She's single and she
wants to be around
she has
empowering women.
She has a boyfriend or a new husband, I think. I don't know. I never got his name, and he is like one of the many milquetoast men in this show. Except for Michaela's husband, he is king.
Yes.
Yeah, he is a king. Now, Miranda has been sort of like, you know, skirting by this whole season. She's just been like trying to stay out of trouble. Her biggest conflict is, I feel like, with Taylor. And so we're going to play clip 63. Where Taylor just constantly brings up the swinging scandal, and Miranda, you know, lets herself be heard. Hoard.
The only time I like touched anyone or did anything with anyone was kissing. I'm hoping Taylor is ready to really
Taylor.
have what I hope is the final conversation. I just want to clear it up once and for all. And there wasn't anything beyond that.
Sure, Jan.
Yeah, no, is she ever fucking lying her eyes out?
Yep. So, I don't really. I'm sure maybe the truth is somewhere in the middle. Like maybe Taylor is exaggerating and maybe Miranda is downplaying. So maybe it's just meets in the middle.
For sure.
So with the Mormon Church, it is extremely frowned upon again for all this extramarital activities and stuff like that, and it was rumored that Miranda, they all have M names, Miranda and Taylor had kissed, which is like, that was like a big thing, and like being LGBTQ in like the Mormon Church is like a big no-no. So I can see why Miranda didn't want to put herself in that situation of being like, she was so silent because she didn't want to be associated with that, because in the Mormon Church, like, I feel like once like your name is associated with that big of like a scandal, because I feel like with the Mormons being gay and adultery and committing any crime, I feel like that is like a big no-no, close to excommunication of the church, and if not excommunication, then actual like socially shunned by your peers and even your family. So I can see why Miranda would not want to, you know, let any of that go. Let me see here.
Can we pause for 2 seconds? I need to pee.
All right.
Super quick, I promise.
Okay. Perfect.
I had to pee so bad. That's what happens when you have 3 kids and drink lots of water.
Yep.
Stay hydrated, bitches.
Yeah. How you doing, Liv?
I'm good.
You're good?
Oh yeah.
Perfect. So before we clip back, I'm probably just gonna say, like, play another clip of being like, you know, it's so hard being in the Mormon church. I'm gonna play the clip where Taylor's dad's being a dick because she was, quote unquote, messing around with Dakota, which, anyways, we'll get into it.
Okay.
And then we'll do final thoughts, and then we are done.
Really? Oh my god, I should have just waited.
That's okay. That's okay.
Oh my god, I had to pee so bad. I'm like,
yeah. That's okay. Because with this can be edited. I
blame it on the edit.
Blame it on the edit. Blame it on the edit. Blame it on the edit.
You wanna blame it on the edit. Oh, blame it. Okay.
Okay, we're good. We're done. We're done. Okay. And
Scene.
Okay.
I didn't stop. No.
No.
Oh,
okay.
I'm gonna leave a lot of that in.
All right.
You guys think I'm cutting stuff.
Right. Okay. So, like I was saying, a lot of Mormons have such a strict way of thinking, especially when it comes to sex, and so the whole idea of I'm gonna go back to Taylor, Frankie, Paul, because kind of that whole what I talked about with Miranda also goes back to Taylor, because when she released what happened, this all kind of like backfired in her face.
Yeah.
So we started with Taylor, we're gonna end with Taylor. And I'm gonna bring up clip 41 and just show like how women, especially who are more, I guess, sexually attuned with their own bodies or who are experimenting, are treated.
And you pick up another girl, and then he comes the next night and fucks me again.
Well, okay.
I wasn't lying to you about someone else.
Here's the thing, I'm gonna be blunt, freaking honest. He just told me that you guys had seen each other 3 times.
I don't know Taylor.
Before all this. And then you're sitting there telling me that he came over and had sex with you? What does that say about you? I'm not.
That they're in the early days of dating.
You guys.
That's what I'm saying. I was trash.
I know.
I don't know, you were trash. No, I never said that. You literally
You
like
did.
imagine
You
your
did.
father
You actually
coming
just
at
said
you,
that.
pretty much telling you that you're an easy
That's
whore.
That's like the
It'd be
whole.
like, well, he cheated on you, but you slept with him. Like, why the fuck would you do
why would you
that?
sleep with it? Like,
of course he was gonna cheat on you because you fucking slept with him. Like, get the fuck, bro.
yeah.
He now thinks all women are easy.
Oh my god.
Like, come on.
Honestly, like the stepdad sucks.
Come on.
The mom sucks.
Mormons kind of suck.
Yes, I don't want to make a generalization because generalizations.
These
suck.
Mormons kind of suck.
These
Mormons.
particular Mormons, with the exclusion of Michaela because she's working on herself, and her husband because he's
a king.
He's an emotionless brick of a king. I'm saying this with love, dude. Like,
No, seriously, that's probably a super nice compliment from Gabby.
This is the nicest thing I've ever said about a man.
Yeah.
So
yes.
Yes. This has been the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Liv, what did you think?
I thought it was a complete fucking shit show. I didn't know what I was getting into, but it was just a fucking simulation. Like, the hypocrisy was mind-boggling. I've never seen something like that. And it just reiterated the fact that Americans are fucking crazy. Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
The Merkins.
Merkins.
Them Merkins.
They are crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Overall, good show, though.
Yeah.
Good show. It was definitely entertaining. Fuck. Did they ever entertain me? Yes, they did.
Yeah. Chyenne.
Well, I now know that all Mormons aren't serial killers. They're also serial liars.
They're serial
and
liars.
serial gaslighters.
Yeah.
And they like
pussies.
yes.
Yeah.
I learned that the men have bitch tendencies.
Ooh, callback. Yeah, they do.
And I love that these women are trying to break the stereotype. Even if they're catty, crazy bitches, at least they are standing up for them. And I love that for them.
Yeah.
What about you?
Mormonism is still very weird to me. I don't understand it. I don't have issues with religion. I'm not like that 14-year-old boy who drags his feet to church and be like, Mom, I don't believe in God. God isn't real, that sort of deal.
I don't want to go.
I don't want to go to church. I grew up in a very, non-religious household, and so I don't understand a lot of, I guess, fundamental religious practices. I say Mormonism is, there's Mormonism, then there's fundamental Mormonism. I feel like Mormonism is still, in a sense, fundamental, because there's just so many rules outside of don't kill, don't rape, don't, steal.
Rape, rob, pillage, and steal.
Yeah, besides those things, I feel like, and don't be a dick. I feel like those should just be, across the board.
Human ethical codes.
Not
religion.
Yeah, I feel like religion should be a community. You could be Jewish, Muslim, Christian, Buddhist, Shinto, Zoroastrian.
Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
Yeah, so it's just, we see these as just the crazy Mormons, and, just leave it at that. I will probably be watching season 3, because...
Oh, I definitely will be.
I cannot wait for that to come out, and, yeah, that's it. That's all I have.
Take a look at our sign, boobers.
Take a look.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Gorilla Central out there. Get the fuck up. Juice heads everywhere.
I don't think that he's good for you. How do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion! Are you kidding me?
I swear to God, don't be. What are you doing? Throw the thing on me. I'll hurt you.
Welcome to BoobTube.